I found this sitting on the curb at my sister's neighbor's house, and I knew I couldn't just leave it there. It's got a solid base, but the retro fabric makeover, well, it's seen better days. Welcome back to Craft Clutch. I'm very excited today. We have a great garbage to gorgeous episode. We're taking this wobbly dated bench that I found at the curb, but has been sitting in my garage for 2 years. And I'm gonna take this and turn it into something that is gonna be the perfect fit in our office. I've got repairs to do, painting, and a complete upholstery overhaul. I'm ready. Let's get to work. First things first, we have to see what we're working with under here. This fabric has got to go, and let me tell you, whoever did it last time, maybe they shouldn't have. So I'm definitely gonna need to clean this up. So this is gonna be pretty easy to pry these puppies out. Looks like somebody replaced this wood. I was expecting staples, but all they are those, I'm trying to remember what they're called, upholstery tacks. A lot of times they do it like on leather furniture and stuff like that. That's all it's attached with. This part's gonna be a lot quicker than I expected. I'm gonna bleach this wood just to be on the safe side. But look at, they come out real easy. We have a dried out daddy long legs. I'm not sure if you can see it. Let's get rid of this nasty fabric. There's our wood, and here's our foam. Now we know what we need so we can get rid of this nastiness. As promised, I cleaned the wood. I did hydrogen peroxide. I followed it with some bleach, and then after that dried, I washed it off before painting it. I used a primer paint combo just to freshen the whole thing up. Once apart, you could really see the flaws. I sanded it to make sure any loose paint was gone. Wash it down. Before we make it pretty, we've got to make it steady. Then I tasked Greg with the loose joints. Everything was tightened and glued to make sure this thing never wobbles again. I also caulked all of the gaps just to make sure it looked like a nice finished piece. I'm using this Krylon Fusion paint, and it is going to completely hide that dated tan and pull out the blues in our new fabric. Remember, you're going to get the best finish if you do light, even coats. And I'm going to be honest, sometimes I'm a little impatient for that, but it makes a huge difference. We are about halfway through this transformation. To give it a great coastal vibe, we're going to use this amazing whale fabric. But first, I want to hear from you, Shimmer Squad. I want to know how you think it's going so far. And remember to stick around to the end, because that's when we have the shimmer scale, and I want you to let me know what you think. Was it worth the curbside save? And if you haven't yet, be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, because next week we have Craft Lab, and I'm testing out some paints that you don't want to miss. The old foam was pretty gross, so I'm adding a fresh layer of comfort. I'm also adding quilt batting over the top. I've got my board. I was looking for 3-inch foam, hard to find, so I found these. And I didn't want a huge roll. So I have some extra foam that I need to trim. So what I'm needing is 24, so I need 10 inches. I need to lop 4 inches off of one of these. And this is nice and firm, so this is gonna be good. I went with the premium, so we're gonna do it. It also says it's non-allergenic, washable, 100% recyclable. So this is gonna be a pretty easy cut. I will just line these two pieces up. Make sure there's no space in between. And now I just need to cut. And I'm using a serrated knife, a bread knife. You can use an electric one, which is good too. And I have that, but I just thought this would be easier. And I'm just gonna try to keep it as straight as I can. Using the wood to guide me. Having the wood there and my blade longer, it's easier for me to keep it straight. There we go. So not perfect, but pretty good. And we have the quilt batting going over it, so it doesn't even matter. We'll put that side on the inside. Next, I'm going to take some hot glue. All I'm doing is tacking this down. So I'm gonna just put some, not gluing the whole thing, you know, some big old glob on here. I just want to make sure I get it lined up and it stays lined up. Good there, good there. Pretty good there. All right, I will put the imperfect part on the inside so that you won't see that once we put that quilt batting on. Okay, there we go. I'm also adding quilt batting over the top. This is a step you don't want to skip. It smooths out the edges of the foam so your fabric looks crisp and tailored, not lumpy. I'm gonna do one layer of the batting. Now for the best part, the whales. I'm gonna pick my favorite whale and then center the pattern to make sure our whales are swimming in the right direction. When you're upholstering, start at the center of each side. So this is where I'm gonna cut some of this excess off because we're gonna have way too much that's gonna get in the way. But once you have a feel of where and what, you can start cutting. And work your way to the corners to keep the tension even. Corners can always be tricky. You want to pleat the fabric carefully. Definitely take your time on the corners. You'll be glad you did.
Finally, it was time to put it back together. I screwed the cushion back onto the base, and I am loving the color combination. But wait, I'm not finished.
I also decided to add this rope as trim right where the cushion meets the base. Not only does it hide any gaps, but it also gives it a finished coastal look. As I'm coming up on this end, I'm gonna prep. I'm gonna put a little bit of that super glue in there to let it start soaking in so things don't just unravel on me. And while I'm finishing this up, that can start to dry. And I could put just a little bit of the hot glue on here as well already.
The rope was too thick to cut with scissors, so I broke out my Dremel and it gave me a nice clean cut. Let's take a second and remember where this bench started. Do you remember the disgusting retro fabric? And now take a look at it now. It is coastal and it is fun.
The cats already claimed it before I could even get it in the office, but I think the blue goes with my rug perfectly. It just goes to show, never underestimate a piece of furniture just because it has some bad fabric on it. All right, Shimmer Squad, now is the moment of truth. You've seen the makeover from retro to coastal, and it is time for the Shimmer scale, where you get to let me know what you think. I want you to rate it from 1 to 10, 1 being it's still garbage, 10 meaning it is now gorgeous. Let me know your ratings down in the comments. Also, if you are looking for the supplies that I used, all down in the description as well. I have those all linked. And if you're looking for directions, I have a link to that down there too. I always have a corresponding blog post over on my website, craftclotch.com. Thanks for hanging out with me today. It has been so much fun. Be sure to check out this video here where I took a resin jar mold and I turned it into a glass of wine with a coastal vibe. Be sure to check that out. Definitely a fun one. And remember, life's too short not to shimmer, so grab your glue gun and your glitter, and I'll catch you over there.